A Tunisian overture, whispers of adventure, Tunisia. The name itself felt like a song, a melody I had to follow. I packed my bags with a hopeful heart. I was searching for something, maybe a piece of myself, lost somewhere between ancient ruins and endless desert sands. I hoped to find it there. I truly, deeply hoped. The plane landed gently. I stepped out into the warm air. It was soft, like a caress. It smelled of jasmine and something else, something ancient, a whisper of history, a promise of stories. My soul felt a little lighter already. This was a good sign, a very good beginning indeed. Why Tunisia, you might ask? I needed a place that felt different, a place where time moved slowly, where history was alive, not just in books but in the stones, in the air. I yearned for the sun, for vibrant colors, for a connection I couldn't quite name, but I knew I would recognize it. This journey felt important. It was more than just a holiday. It was a quest, to see, yes, but also to feel, to understand, to open myself up, to let Tunisia change me, in ways big or small. I was ready. My heart was an open door, waiting for the country to walk in. Carthage calling echoes from ancient dust. Carthage. The word itself is powerful. It speaks of empires, of mighty warriors, of great love and tragic loss. I stood on its ancient ground. The wind whispered secrets in my ear, secrets of Hannibal, of Dido, of a city that rose and fell and rose again in memory. It was truly overwhelming. The ruins were scattered, like pieces of a giant puzzle, stones warmed by centuries of sun. I touched them gently, trying to feel their stories, imagining the bustling port, the grand temples, the lives lived here, so much drama, so much history, all beneath my feet. It made me feel so small. It wasn't just about the famous battles, or the legendary figures, it was about the everyday people too, the ones who built these walls, who prayed in these temples, who loved and laughed here. Their spirits felt close, lingering in the broken columns, in the mosaic floors. I felt a strange kinship. The deep blue Mediterranean Sea stretched out. It was a constant witness. It saw Carthage's glory, it saw its destruction, and now, it saw me, standing here trying to understand. The sea held its own stories, its own ancient rhythm, a timeless backdrop to human drama. It was all so profound. Bursa Hill's secrets, stories in stone. I climbed Bursa Hill slowly. Each step felt like a step back in time. The view from the top was breathtaking. Tunis spread out below me, a white city shimmering in the sun, and beyond, the endless blue of the sea. It was a painter's dream, a poet's inspiration. I just stood there, soaking it all in. Here, the Punic houses once stood, their foundations still visible, telling tales of a civilization lost. So much was destroyed by Rome, buried under layers of new cities. Yet something powerful remained, a stubborn spirit, a refusal to be forgotten. I admired that resilience. It spoke to my own heart. Then the Antonine Baths, so grand, so enormous. I could almost hear the echoes, Romans chatting, laughing, the splash of water, the hiss of steam. It was a center of public life, a place for cleansing, for community. I imagined myself walking among them, a silent observer from another time. A deep sense of awe washed over me. How civilizations rise with such hope, how they build such wonders, and how they eventually fade. It was a lesson in impermanence, a reminder that everything changes, everything passes. It was humbling and strangely comforting to know we are all part of this flow. Sidi Bou Said, a dream in blue and white, leaving the ancient stones behind for a while. I found myself in Sidi Bou Said. Oh, this place. It was like stepping into a dream, a beautiful, peaceful dream. Every corner I turned revealed more loveliness. My heart felt instantly lighter here, as if worries could not exist in such a place. The houses were all painted white, stark white, dazzling in the sun, and the doors, the shutters, the window grills, all a vibrant, joyful blue. Bright pink bougainvillea spilled over walls, geraniums bloomed in pots. It was a symphony of color, so simple yet so stunning. I wanted to paint it all. I wandered through the narrow, winding streets, cobblestones cool beneath my feet. I got lost, happily lost, discovering little courtyards, hidden cafes with sweet mint tea. The air smelled of the sea and of fragrant blossoms. I could have stayed there forever, just wandering and wondering. There was a profound serenity in Sidi Bou Said, a quiet magic. It felt like a sanctuary, a place to breathe deeply, to let go of stress, to simply be. Artists have loved this village for centuries. I understood why. It nourished the soul. It filled me with a gentle joy. Section 5. The Medina's Heartbeat, a Maze of Wonders. Next I plunged into the Tunis Medina. It was a world away from Sidi Bou Said's calm. This was a vibrant explosion, a shock to all my senses, colors everywhere, the sounds of bargaining, the smell of spices and leather. It was so wonderfully, intensely alive. The alleyways were narrow, twisting and turning like a labyrinth. I knew I would get lost, and I did, but that was part of the adventure. Each wrong turn led to a new discovery, a hidden mosque, a quiet square. It was a treasure hunt for the senses. Shops overflowed with goods, beautiful lanterns casting a warm glow. I watched artisans at their work, hammering metal, stitching leather. It was mesmerizing to observe. The energy of the people was infectious. They were quick to smile, to offer a greeting. The air buzzed with conversations, with laughter, with the daily rhythm of life. I didn't feel like a tourist. I felt like a small part of this ancient beating heart. It was exhilarating. Section 6. Flavors of Tunisia, a culinary embrace. Oh, the food in Tunisia. It was a journey all on its own, a delicious exploration. Every meal was an adventure, new flavors, new textures, new combinations. My taste buds were singing. I wanted to try everything, to savor every single bite. This was nourishment for the body, and for the soul. Couscous, of course. It's the heart of Tunisian cuisine, served with tender lamb, or flavorful vegetables, or fresh fish. Each region had its own version, each family its own secret. Tagines too, slow-cooked stews rich with spices, so fragrant, so comforting. I felt nurtured by this food, and the fresh seafood, especially near the coast. Grilled fish, simple and perfect. Prawns cooked with garlic and herbs. The sweetness of dates, picked fresh from the palm trees. And the pastries. Oh, the pastries. Baklava dripping with honey. Little cakes made with almonds and pistachios. Pure indulgence. But the best part was sharing meals. The hospitality of the Tunisian people. So warm. So generous. Inviting me into their homes. Sharing their food with such pride. Mint tea, poured with ceremony. It was more than just eating, it was connection, it was love, served on a plate and in a glass. Section 7. Journey to the Sahara, the desert's edge. It was time to leave the cities, the bustling Medinas, the blue and white villages. The landscape began to change, slowly at first, then more dramatically. The greens faded, replaced by shades of ochre, of brown, of gold. The air grew drier, the sun felt more intense. We were heading south, and then, I saw it, my first glimpse of the Sahara. It took my breath away, an endless expanse of sand, stretching to the horizon, so vast, so empty, yet so full of power. I felt incredibly small, humbled by its immense scale, a tiny speck in this ocean of sand. It was truly awe-inspiring. Oases appeared like miracles, unexpected splashes of green, date palms clustered together, a sign of water, a sign of life. In this harsh, beautiful land, these were islands of hope, sanctuaries for travelers, for centuries. It showed me the resilience of nature, the tenacity of life itself. The real adventure was about to begin. Camels were waiting patiently, their long eyelashes batting slowly. I felt a thrill of anticipation, a little bit of fear too. The deep desert called to me, a place of silence, of stars, of ancient wisdom. My heart beat faster. I was ready to answer its call. Section 8. Saharan Nights, Under a Million Stars. Climbing onto my camel felt awkward, but then, we started moving. A gentle, rocking rhythm. Into the golden dunes. The silence was profound, so deep, so complete. Only the soft sound of the camel's feet, sinking into the sand, and my own breathing. It was a meditation in motion, a journey inward. The sunset over the Sahara. I have no words. The colors were unreal. Fiery oranges, soft pinks, deep purples, painting the entire sky. The sand glowed. It was a masterpiece, changing every moment. I felt tears welling in my eyes from the sheer beauty of it all, a sacred, unforgettable moment. We reached a Berber camp. Simple tents nestled among the dunes, our shelter for the night. Our hosts welcomed us, with warm smiles and hot tea. We sat around a crackling fire, sharing stories, listening to traditional music. The desert wind whispered around us. It felt like a dream. Later, I lay on a mat, looking up at the night sky. I had never seen so many stars, millions of them, billions, so bright, so close, it felt like I could reach out and touch them. The Milky Way, a luminous river. I felt connected to everything, to the universe, to myself. It was pure, unadulterated magic. Section 9. Tunisia, my heart's souvenir, until we meet again. Leaving Tunisia was hard, a bittersweet ache in my heart. I was sad to say goodbye to this land that had shown me so much, but I was also full Full of new memories, new feelings, new understandings. A part of Tunisia was coming with me, tucked safely in my soul, a precious souvenir. This was more than just a trip, it was a true journey, a pilgrimage of the heart. I found pieces of myself I didn't know were missing, in the ancient ruins, in the bustling markets, in the vast silence of the desert. Tunisia opened my eyes, and it opened my heart. I felt changed by it. The beauty of the land was undeniable, from the sparkling coast to the endless desert. But it was the people, their kindness, their warmth, their generosity, that truly captured my spirit. They welcomed me, they shared with me, they made me feel like family. Their smiles are etched in my memory, and so I share this with you. My Tunisia. Perhaps it will inspire you to seek your own adventures, to find your own special places, places that speak to your soul. The world is full of wonder. Go out and find it. And if you want to hear more stories, more journeys of the heart, please subscribe. There is so much more to share.